is of an outgoing member of the Supreme Court, the retiring Chief Justice Diosdado M. Peralta. For the prayer, we have Court of Appeals Justice, Madam Fernanda Lampas Peralta, the President of the Supreme Court Ladies Circle, the heart of the court. Then the prayer and the national anthem and the Supreme Court hymn will be by Attorney Ralph Jerome Salvador, Chief Justice Staff Head.
Good morning. This is not just a virtual flag-raising ceremony, but a sacred moment of prayer for the judiciary and the entire country. At this significant moment, although we do not see each other, let us all humble ourselves and feel within our hearts, our minds, and our souls the eternal presence of the Almighty God. O Lord, our Almighty Creator, we thank you for this day and moment as we virtually are here gathered to pray and witness the flag-raising ceremony with Chief Justice Diosdado M. Peralta, who will soon retire from the judiciary this coming March 27, 2021. We thank you for keeping the judiciary intact, safe, and sound under the able and compassionate leadership of Chief Justice Peralta. O Divine Master, we supplicate your mercy and guidance so that we will pass all life's trials and be worthy of your blessings and everlasting reward. Grant us, O Holy Father, strength of spirit and full faith in your power, so that we will overcome evil and endure the difficult and trying times. O God, you are the greatest, the ultimate judge, and true justice lies in your hands. As we go on in life after this blessed moment, we continue to plead for your mercy and guidance, so that Chief Justice Peralta, the judiciary, the government, and all of us will be able to fulfill our respective duties and mission in accordance with your divine truth and will. All this we humbly beseech in your holy name.
Ilagay natin ang ating kanang kamay sa kaliwang bahagi ng dibdib at sabay-sabay nating awitin ang pambansang awit. Itaas natin ang ating kanang kamay para sa panunumpa sa watawat. Ako ay Pilipino, buong katapatang nanunumpa sa watawat ng Pilipinas at sa bansang kanyang sinasagisag, na may dangal, katarungan at kalayaan na pinakikilos ng sambayanang makadiyos, makatao, makakalikasan at makabansa.
Majesty and light.
Attorney Cunanan will give you a plaque of appreciation.
The Supreme Court of the Philippines, through the Supreme Court Program on Awards and Incentives for Service Excellence, SC Praise Committee, is honored to present this certificate of appreciation to Honorable Diosdado Madarang Peralta for his 34 years of exemplary and dedicated public service, first as a prosecutor for 7 years, where he held the position, among others, of Assistant City Fiscal of Laoag City and Assistant City Prosecutor of Manila before joining in 1994 the judiciary, following the footsteps of his father, Judge Elviro L. Peralta, as presiding judge of Branch 95 of the Regional Trial Court in Quezon City, wherein he was distinguished, among others, for being chosen as recipient of the Special Centennial Award in Criminal Law by the Supreme Court during the latter's centennial celebration in 2001, and the Chief Justice Ramon Avancenia Award by the Society of Judicial Excellence in 2002 before he was promoted later that year as Associate Justice, and in 2008 as Presiding Justice of the Sandigan Bayan, after which in 2009 he was named as the 167th Associate Justice of the Supreme Court, where a decade later, on October 23, 2019, he became the 26th Chief Justice of the land. For his stellar and indefatigable leadership of the entire judiciary in his 1 year and 5 months at the helm, marked by numerous milestones, including the passage of several significant rules of court, such as 2019 amendments, both of the 1997 Rules of Civil Procedure and the revised Rules on Evidence, the adaptation of judiciary through the use of technology to the challenging conditions of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, to ensure it continues with its mandate to adjudicate disputes under the rule of law, and regularization of many employees of the Supreme Court who have been casuals and affording them security of tenure. For his significant contributions to the Philippine jurisprudence through landmark ponencias such as in Estipona versus Lobrigo, declaring as unconstitutional the prohibition against plea bargaining in drug cases in Section 23 of Republic Act Number 9165 for being contrary to the rulemaking authority of the Supreme Court under Section 5, Paragraph 5, Article 8 of the Constitution, and in Republic versus Manalo, where the court ruled that a Filipino citizen has the capacity to remarry under the Philippine law after initiating a divorce proceeding abroad, and obtaining a favorable judgment against his or her alien spouse who is capacitated to remarry, thus putting them both in equal footing. For being an educator himself, son of an educator, his mother, Catalina, his teaching career started in 1982 with law students, and later he became a lecturer of the Philippine Judicial Academy, the School of Judges. For his admirable love for country, for his family consisting of his wife, Court of Appeals Justice Fernanda Audrey Lampas Peralta, and their children, Dorothy, John Christopher, Timothy, and John Isaac, and for his co-workers at the Supreme Court, whom he helped provide immune boosting vitamins and free tests of COVID-19 virus, as well as generous benefits, and for being the most approachable Chief Justice ever, willing to listen with an open mind to the views of his colleagues and that of the magistrates, officials, and employees of the entire judiciary, and quickly and tirelessly working to address their concerns. Given this 22nd day of March 2021 in Manila, on the occasion of his retirement from the Supreme Court of the Philippines. Signed, Associate Justice Estela M. Peralta. Sorry po. Signed, Honorable Estela M. Perlas Bernabe, Senior Associate Justice. Signed, Edgardo O. Aricheta, Clerk of Court and Bank. Signed, Maria Karina Cunanan, Chairperson, SC Praise Committee.
So now, let's have the Chief Justice.
Mahirap mag-umpisa. You know very well, medyo emotional tayo, kaya I'll try my best. Okay? To my fellow justices of the Supreme Court, Justice Rory and Justice Sinting who are here, my colleagues in the judiciary, at saka mga minamahal kong manggagawa ng Korte Suprema at ng buong hudikatura, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. It is with a distinct mix of gratitude and melancholy that I stand before you today. After more than a year of not having observed the traditional Monday morning flag raising ceremony with all of you, as was our routine before our lives were unceremoniously upended a little over a year ago by the pandemic we are still embroiled in. I get to be with you again as we honor and pay our respects to our national flag and our national anthem. I have but vague recollections of the last time we were gathered here in the Supreme Court courtyard for our then usual flag raising ceremony. What I am certain of is that I did not have the faintest idea then that the next time we would be gathered for this purpose would be now in my last week as Chief Justice. While this occasion is indeed a bittersweet one for me, to be able to address all of you this morning for what is in all likelihood will be the last time as Chief Justice. In a few days, I will be retiring from the Supreme Court after working for the past half a century, 34 years of which were spent serving the judiciary. While I look forward to a slower pace of life with my family, my wife, Honorable Justice Fernanda Lampas Peralta of the Court of Appeals, my only daughter, Dorothy, my twin sons, Timothy John and John Christopher, and our youngest, John Isaac, and my 96-year-old mama, Catalina Madarang Peralta, I cannot help but feel a tinge of sadness as I will be leaving the realm of public service and my beloved Supreme Court, which has been my second home for the past 12 years. To say that the past year had been a difficult one is beyond an underestimate. In both the personal and professional aspects of our lives, we all have had to deal with the numerous repercussions of this global health crisis we are still facing. I and my fellow justices of the Supreme Court had the uneventable task of drawing up COVID-19 related policies and measures for implementation in the courts nationwide, not only for the safety and welfare of the judiciary's 29,000 strong employees, but for those of all court users as well. To this end, I can say with confidence that we, the members and officials of the Supreme Court, have done everything within our authority to address all judicial concerns and protect everyone's well-being to the best of our abilities. We have proven that with our determination and willingness to adopt innovations, this pandemic is not and will never be an obstacle in the fulfillment of our own duties as public servants. We have all led and live by example. During my first flag ceremony as Chief Justice, I presented to you my 10-point program for the judiciary. I gave you my word back then that the welfare of the court employees and the access to justice of the general public would always be the focus of my plans for the judiciary. I am pleased to say that in spite of the pandemic, almost all of the items in my 10th program have come into fruition. Under my helm, the Supreme Court has formulated and approved 18 procedural rules and guidelines meant to improve the administration of justice and address the problem of clogged court dockets. We have restructured and streamlined the plantilla of various offices, divisions, and services of the court so as to guarantee security of tenure for the employees and to improve our processes. We have established the Judiciary Public Assistance Section, or JPAS, to promptly receive and act on concerns, issues, suggestions, and other relevant matters, including complaints against employees. We have also fully organized the Judiciary Integrity Board, represented by Justice Cadre here, to further prevent and curb corruption in the judiciary. Additionally, we have made it our advocacy to promote the importance of mental health awareness and alternative sources of livelihood among our officials and employees through the conduct by the Supreme Court Ladies Circle of various health and training seminars led by my wife, the President of the Supreme Court Ladies Circle. These are but some of the long-term aspects of the 10-point program which were realized through our steadfast commitment to judicial reforms. In addition to these procedural and institutional reforms, the past year saw the Supreme Court addressing the various concerns and issues related with the tasks of judicial administration that were necessitated by the COVID-19 pandemic. We thus issued administrative circulars adopting measures to protect the safety and health of the court employees and court users, such as the daily court operations with skeleton staffing, restricting entry into halls of justices to only those with official business, reinforcing physical distancing within court premises, the constant sanitation of court premises and monitoring of the health of our court personnel, the restructuring of various face-to-face training programs and activities of the court into hybrid or blended learning platforms, and the conduct of online trials and hearings in all the courts. Ito ay patunay lamang na sa gitna ng pagsubok na idinulot ng pandemyang itong ating hinaharap, ang inyong kaligtasan at kapakanan ang naasa aming isip, kayo ay hindi pinabayaan ng Korte Suprema. Tama ba? Tama. Thank you. With my impending retirement, I wish to extend my deepest gratitude to all of you for the unwavering trust and support you have given me throughout my career in government service. I have had the privilege of knowing and working with you at various stages of my career in government service, be it from the time I was still a prosecutor, a trial judge, an associate justice, and then presiding justice of the Sandigan Bayan, and as associate justice of the Supreme Court, and ultimately as Chief Justice. And so, as I prepare to formally leave the halls of this court, I wish to thank my colleagues, the Honorable Justices of the Supreme Court, retired and incumbent, with whom I have worked well in many areas of administration and adjudication. I have learned a lot from you, from our deliberations, our committee works, and our day-to-day discourse, and I sincerely look forward to working with you again in the future. I will forever remember the fond memories I have of working for you and with all of you. While I prepare to hang my judicial robe, this is definitely not the end of us seeing each other. Rest assured that I will still make myself available to the Supreme Court if I am and when the time comes that my assistance is needed. For now, though, I bid you farewell and wish you all of the best of health and circumstances. I thank you for your encouragement, and I thank you for the honor of letting me lead you. Maraming salamat po, mga minamahal kong kasama. Magandang umaga sa ating lahat, and may God has bless all. Mabuhay ang Supreme Court, ang judiciary, mabuhay lahat ng employees ng Supreme Court at judiciary. Salamat po. Wala na akong sasabihin. Meron ba i-announce? O na-announce na? Sa siya na mag-announce.
Chief, hindi pa yata pwede.
Ha?
Hindi pa daw pwede i-announce.
Sige, okay.
In closing,
Magtanong na lang kayo sa akin sa opisina. I will be available for the whole week. If you want to come and see me with your face mask and face shield, I will allow you to see me. Kasi medyo stricto ng konti ang rules. So I still up to Friday. I will be available. I will be available for you to see me. Para wag lang kayong yayakap sa akin. Salamat ulit.
in closing, with leave of Your Honor, Chief Justice, and considering that this will also be my last flag raising ceremony to attend to as your clerk of court, allow me to extend my most sincere gratitude to all members of the court incumbent and retired during my time,